My cat in her eye. Got that out of her little girl eye. Welcome to Mystic Moons. Okay. I'm like, how do I get space in here? How are you? One second. I know this is like all over the place. But it's alive. It's alive on the cat cushion. I got my two loudest, I don't know what to call them, contributors. Pretty much quiet. Pretty much contained. I think that's a small price to pay for a little bit of lack of vocal feline participation. I'm trying to do something. Can I do it? All right. Anyway, yes, we have cats sleeping. All chilled out, all ready for Taurus readings. You know, she's a Taurus. She's a little Taurus girl. She doesn't like she doesn't like the fact I'm touching her precious toe beans. She says, how dare you touch my precious toe beans? You touch these too. She thought I could be pushing it. Well, anyway, Taurus. I have 3 Taurus cats. I don't know if you know this, but 3 of my cats are all Taurus. Heavy Taurus energy here at Mystic Moons. And Taurus, let's go and find out what's happening for you for March. I would see this reading being for anybody with strong Taurus energy. So if you are a Taurus sun, if you are a Taurus moon, if you are a Taurus rising, if you have Taurus in the first house, if you have Taurus as your signature sign, this reading very well could apply to you. Definitely applies to your collective. Taurus, if you're a subscriber to Mystic Moons, thank you so much for being part of the channel and your support. Hello, OP Gamer. How are you? And if you're watching and not yet a subscriber, well, perfectly fine. Taurus, for eons, I just looked at YouTube, and although I could have created an account, I didn't bother. I'm also not one of those people like to subscribe and like and click and all that, so I get it. I definitely get it. Hi, Silly Salmon. How are you? Nice to see you again. So, Taurus, do keep an eye out for... I will be doing another Taurus reading. I'll be doing Taurus Love. And then after that, I'll probably do I'll be doing moon messages too, Taurus. I'll be doing that tonight. But that'll be by your moon sign. So whatever your moon sign is, come and check that out. I know, right? Silly Salmon. And apparently, OP Gamer hasn't seen the fantastic internet that I work with up in the mountains. Anyway, let us go and check out Taurus energy. Taurus message for March. whatever comes out. Taurus, I have the Empress, which is Taurus energy. Bottom of the deck energy, Page of Wands. Some sort of opportunity is coming your way. Are there 2 cards? There are. Something's finally gaining momentum for you, Taurus. I'm going to ask you, Taurus, is it a leap of faith? No, they're just going to ask you to have lots of originality. Lots of it. I feel like there's a card under here, but there isn't. Lots of originality. Taurus, let's go and find out more about Empress. And thank you so much for the like. I appreciate it. So the Empress. Empress gets the Tower, 9 of Cups, in the World. Bottom of the deck energy, 6 of Swords. Long enough coming. Like, I was like, how dare you use me as your, I don't know what you call that, your prop. Come on, it's okay. You should serve some functionality once, every now and then. She says, I catch mouse. True, she catches mouse. That is a pretty big boon. And you're serving the Taurus collective little girl. So the Tower, 9 of Cups, and the World clarifying the Empress. Looks like some good changes are coming your way, Taurus. Looks like some significant changes are coming your way. Let's find out more. I do want to say Tower and the World here signifies a couple things. There are a couple things that I'm getting from the top level, so I'm just going to say it. One, I will say a little bit, Taurus. Obviously, this is not immediate energy, but the energy is there. This could kind of be like a propagation, fertility, kids, whatever you want to call it. I don't know if you're subdividing spider plants, Taurus, or if an actual fetus is on its way to you. But there's sort of energy here, Taurus, of that. So there is kind of like the energy, not main energy, not high energy. I'm just pointing out that for some of you, and this isn't like immediate, right? As I said, my readings aren't like a bird flies overhead, poops on you, and it happens. There's a little bit of time here. But it feels like for some of you, you're propagating in some way, okay? I'm not going to go into any more of that. If more of the cards come out that way, then so be it. What I am also seeing, Taurus, Empress being clarified by the World and the Tower, is definitely a shift in your whole reality. I do think, Taurus, it's a shift in the right direction. It's a shift in where you want to be. I do think all the unnecessary parts, Taurus, are going to get shifted and aligned and almost sifted to the bottom. And some new things are going to come your way, Taurus. I do think you are closing out one. Well, of course, they say 2025 in general is a catastrophic year, right? A life-changing year, a notable year, a pivotal year. And Taurus, I think you're going to start seeing some big changes in your life coming into play March, or some opportunities there are going to be presented to you. We'll find out more. But let me say that definitely some big changes. The world, as you've known it, Taurus, is changing. There is overtones of propagation, whatever that may be, but that is also changing your world. But it's all good changes, Taurus. Is it possible to do your reading? Silly Salmon, if you would like a reading, all that I would ask for is a donation. You can donate for a 1-card reading. You could donate for a multiple card reading. You can either do it through Buy Me a Coffee, which is linked in the description. It's also linked on the channel, the main channel links, or through Cash App. Let me know, and I would be happy to take a look for you, silly salmon. So, the Tower. Oh, energy so far, Taurus. Well, I have the Empress, which Empress I always see between Taurus and Cancer. I have Pisces. I have Scorpio. The world to me is always too expensive to be down to one zodiac sign. So the Tower gets the Sun. It is a good Tower. Taurus, Knight of Swords. There's been some sort of blockage for you, Taurus. Well, when you have money, silly salmon, definitely come back, because, that's how I go and get my kitty litter and how I go and get my cat food. But I do invite you until then to take advantage of the collective readings that are done. Thank you, silly salmon. I will look forward to it. Yes, cat food and kitty litter. I go through so much kitty litter, silly salmon, it's not even funny. I get about a 50-pound bag of kitty litter every week. And I change my litters about every 3 days. One half I do that because it smells, and the other half I do it because if it gets a little funky, they don't use it. And I have 4 litter boxes too. Technically, they say for each cat you should have 2 litter boxes, one for number 1 and number 2, but no way can I have 8 litter boxes. Yeah, so I am every 3 days I go through litter. I go through a lot of litter. And it's funny, when the litter gets even a little bit questionable, they do this meow that basically is like the alarm sounding. It's like, I'm not going to do this and I don't like it. And then you have to go over there and you have to basically sit on them till they use the bathroom. So litter is a big deal. But yes, silly salmon, when you have a little bit of money, do donate, and I'll be happy to pull either a card or a couple cards or many cards for you. It could be any amount. Yes, I have 4 cats. I have 2 Siamese and I have 2 domestics. I have 2 Siamese. I have a gray and white cat, and I have a calico. 2 girls and 2 boys. She's the oldest. He's the second oldest. And then my 2 domestics are brother and sister. I didn't exactly plan on having 4 cats, but fate gave me the other 2. No, I have domestics, so they're you can see videos on them on the channel. I put them up on if you go on the playlist section, and if you look for the Cats at Work playlist, I believe that's what I called it, Cats at Work. You can see the calico girl and the gray and white boy. The gray and white boy, Kochi, he's actually my most popular kitty. Something about him and the camera and the audience. Whenever I put up a little Kochi video, he gets very popular. Yes, go and watch them. Watch for the calico. Look at the video of her watching the mouse videos. We spend lots of time watching squirrel videos and mouse videos on YouTube. In fact, that's my biggest channel that I watch, or my biggest content personally. I do the squirrel cams and the mouse videos. And then those cat videos for cats that are 8 hours long, the Paul dining videos and some other ones. I mean, I've seen all 8 hours of 100 and something videos of them. Of course, and then I have to admit, which is why I said I get the whole subscribe and watching and not liking and things like that, but you still watch it. I mean, I'm the biggest fan of Paul Dining, but I'm not subscribed to him, and I haven't given any of his videos a like. It's so shameful, I know. But I'm a huge fan of his videos. I've been watching his videos for probably 4 years or so. But I'm a big fan. Anyway, so yeah, I get the whole like and subscribe thing. Anyway, I'm going to continue with this. So, Taurus, the tower is a good tower. The tower has a sun, knight of swords, and 2 of swords. The tower, basically, something has been blocked. Something hasn't been progressing as much as you would like. One could say that everyone has that. But I would say, Taurus, this is a particularly sore sticking point for you, that you haven't been able to get momentum on this issue. Well, Taurus, I don't know what's been standing in the way of moving forward towards a particular goal, but it looks like everything around you that's been stopping you is going to slip away like sand at high tide, Taurus. If you're being blocked in some way, Taurus, it's like the very foundations of what's blocking you is going to be slipped away. Maybe, Taurus, that involves moving. That definitely requires some sort of drastic action. But it's drastic action in a good way, Taurus, and it's drastic action that you've been waiting for. Decisive action that's going to, I don't know, whatever you've been working towards, waiting for, expecting, Taurus, and maybe too, Taurus, in that energy you've been giving this situation or something to come into play time. It's not going to take much time for it to come through. Thank you, silly salmon. I adore cats. All my cats are leash trained too. Go traveling with them. Which I know I did this on a previous Taurus video, but I have cat bags that look like regular bags, but they're actually cat travel bags, like the book bag. I'll put it off on another live. But I have a book bag that looks like a regular book bag, but it's actually a cat traveling bag. You can put 2 cats in it. Maybe you could squeeze 3 cats in it. I haven't tried. But and then I have a larger bag that's like a duffel bag, but it's also a book bag. And it's also made out of denim. And you could put 3 cats in it easy. You could put 4 cats in it. You could probably put like 2 dogs in it, 2 medium-sized dogs. It's so big. But I like traveling with them, and I like creating things to go exploring with them with. Like even these I made. Of course, this is just a sweater that I threw on her. She doesn't like clothes that much. She's hard to put on. Okay, now 9 of Cups. Let's check out 9 of Cups, Taurus. 9 of Cups is Judgment, the Emperor, Well, basically, Taurus, you're meeting someone who could be your match. Whether that's your match in love, Taurus, or simply a match. Not getting so much work, but you know, sometimes too, Taurus, you meet people and they're pivotal people to take your life in a better direction or towards what you want, but they give guidance, right? They could be teachers, they could be mentors, they could be family members, Taurus, they could be friends, right? When I say like an equal, I do have a soulmate pair. It doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. The energy that I'm getting here, well, Taurus, I did call out that there was like the overtones of pregnancy coming, right? There is the overtones of that. But more to the point, Taurus, what I see, because soulmate energy doesn't have to be necessarily romantic. Like parents and children can be soulmates. Siblings can be soulmates. Friends can be soulmates, right? There's a whole bunch of different categorizations that can go into soulmate energy. And what I have here is definitely soulmate energy, but it's not restrained and it's not contained to just romantic. It is satisfaction. You are getting someone, Taurus, who will believe in you, who will support you, who actually has thought quite a bit too, either Taurus about what you can do for them or what they can do for you or how the two of you mesh together, especially to the Empress to me always speaks of skills and talent. There's always a lot of creativity and I don't want to say business, but a lot of creativity, movement, and creation going on with the Empress. You know, the Emperor has direction, but the Empress is the one who actually has like the skills to get it done, kind of. That makes sense. The talent to get it done. Talented. So that's under Nine of Cups. And now with the World. The World, I have Queen of Wands, Five of Cups. So I do have quite a bit of Scorpio energy. Five of Cups, Knight of Cups, and then of course the Tower. Taurus is Scorpio. Take that as it resonates, Taurus. You may have Scorpio placements. Maybe Taurus is someone who you are drawn to Scorpio placements, if not Scorpio major placements, and they have Scorpio placements in their personal planets. Notable Scorpio placements. So that World being it's like cutting your losses, kind of. In this energy, Queen of Wands, Five of Cups, Knight of Cups. And the World moving onward, cutting your losses, taking the benefits where you can, taking the experience as something that has matured you, advanced you, and you won't make those same mistakes, follow those same pitfalls again. Look at this for just 1 second, Taurus. Now that I just basically read those cards, I just want to look at this for 1 second overall. So you have a couple things going on here, Taurus. The fact that you do have a major change coming in general. Your current life, Taurus, is going to change drastically over the next this year, the next few months, the rest of the year. I mean, I always see the world as a cycle, a full year cycle. And with the tower means that it's just beginning. Something pivotal is happening for you, Taurus, just around now. And I feel like that's going to continue to pick up in momentum for you and pick up in volume for you and pick up in noticeability for you. But I do think they're all good changes, Taurus. The fact that this Nine of Cups is rather quiet or stable energy for me is a little curious, especially with it having the Emperor and the Empress here. You know, part of this is moving on, Taurus. But another part of this, Taurus, is like there's unfinished business that's sort of coming to bloom right now, or will start coming into bloom. Could almost be Taurus too in this energy. You know how sometimes when you push forward, there are things that could arrive that could almost make you want to hold back and not go for those new changes. Perhaps that Emperor is in that energy, Taurus. Overall, what I'm seeing though, Taurus, is that the changes that you want are going to happen because the whole structure that's been stopping you. Again, Taurus, if you feel like, for instance, lack of mobility has stopped you, I feel like, Taurus, the changes could be as drastic as maybe there'll be some road work done and you'll be redirected to another route. Maybe, Taurus, you'll have to move in general to a place with better transportation. You know, something drastic on that level. Maybe, Taurus, you feel like your house where you live right now is too small. Now, I don't think necessarily you're going to go and get some money and be able to expand do a renovation or extension of your house, but maybe you'll definitely move, Taurus. Something about, and maybe you'll move, Taurus, because again, there'll be like a big sinkhole or something in your driveway or under your house, and the foundation of your building will be like, oh, we have to move, like the John McAfee, right? That building that he was in, they said, oh, it had to come down because the structure was crumbling. Or did it come down? Well, something like that, Taurus. I don't know. I feel like something drastic is happening on that level. Maybe your job just doesn't serve you, Taurus, and that whole company will be closing down or be bought up by someone else. And your job opportunities, Taurus, will come remotely, or maybe they'll come from 45 miles away, or maybe, Taurus, you'll have to move to another state. Right? There are things like that I feel like this tower connotates. They're not small changes to make things happen for you. Whatever doesn't serve you, Taurus, that whole foundation is going to be crumbling. If I was to put one more example of what kind of energy I feel, think about it this way too, Taurus. If you're working a dead-end job, again, that whole building could raise the rent, and then the store could go and say, or the business could say, you know, well, it doesn't pay for us to do this anymore, and I'm like X amount of years old. I'm going to, or I'm not making any business, or the profit that I want to make is not there. I'm going to close this whole business down and move to Mexico. Right? People can do that. I'll move to a place where the El Salvador, a place where the cost of living is cheaper. In this energy, it still is cutting your losses and moving forward, accepting the lessons that you've learned through the experiences you've gained, and moving on wiser, Taurus. Taurus, ultimately, I see some big changes coming for you. I do think the actual environment you're in is going to urge you on another path. Whatever, Taurus, you've been needing to do or have to do, things are just going to become unsustainable, Taurus, and it's going to force you to make a move. Signs I also see, Taurus, I see Aquarius, I see Leo, I see Aries, I see Scorpio, I see Libra, I see Pisces, I see Cancer, I see Aries. All right. I do see partnership here. I do see hints of pregnancy and life partnering. I do see hints of that, Taurus. But I feel like this is energy that is building up, and is going to continue to build up more and more noticeably over the coming year. And I think what you're going to see right now, Taurus, if you're not actually going to straight out see the crumbles of whatever is going on, I think what you're going to see right now are things like little chips falling off and fractures. But it's a good change, Taurus, and you're ultimately being guided to a good place. This year should be very interesting for you, Taurus. A whole new set of dynamics for you is coming up. Taurus, shall we end it with a little look at Chibi since he looks so cute? Beanie Cutie's sleeping. This is a cat who you hear in all of my readings bellowing and complaining. Isn't he cute? When he was little, I bottle fed him, and then I always wondered, did I rub off the hair around his mouth or something? But then I thought, not really. Must be some other reason. Anyway, he's quite out and into sleeping. I'll turn off the flash. But there he is. Anyway, we get a shot of Lucky Toe Beans. Yes. I need to do his nails again. I need to clip them. It's time to clip his nails again. Anyway, he's got little toe beans. Sometimes his fur gets bleached because I use bleach to clean things. Not everything, but some things. Anyway. And then he walks on those areas. Needless to say, if you want to go and cut your cat's nails without issue, make sure you touch their feet a lot so they're used to you always squeezing their nails out and playing with their toes. I play with their toes a lot. Anyway, silly salmon, nice to see you. Nice to converse with you. And to the rest of the Taurus collective, I am wishing all of you the most beautiful day. Bye-bye.